Hey there, Seahawks. It's Miss Adams, and in this video, we're going to take a look at finding residuals. All right, so first, what is a residual? Well, the residual allows us to measure how close our prediction was to the actual value. All right, so we calculate residuals by doing the actual y value minus the predicted y value. So remember when we have two quantitative variables, we have two sets of data, we put them in our calculator, we could run a linear regression. And when we run that linear regression, it gives us an equation that allows us to make predictions at all these different x values of what my y value would be. Well, if I have two quantitative variables, then I have some of the y values, the actual y values, which is where my dots are at. So then I use my equation to calculate the predicted y value, and I subtract the actual y value from the predicted y value. So we're using the same example that we used in the 3.5 notes, so the earned run average and the number of wins. And this is our equation, so we've calculated this in the previous video. All right, so now find the residual for 11 wins. Well, I know what the actual earned run average was for 11 wins. So I need to first figure out what the predicted earned run average is for 11 wins. So I'm going to plug in 11 into my equation for y hat, which is my predicted y's. All right, so I'm plugging 11 into my equation. I'm going to do 0.1916 times 11, and that's going to give me 2.1076. I'm going to bring everything else down, so I'm doing 6.4899 minus 2.1076. When I subtract, I get 4.3823. So that is my predicted earned run average for 11 wins. Well, my actual earned run average for 11 wins was 3.81. I got that from the table that had my original x and y values where my ordered pairs were. Minus my predicted is how I'll get my residual, so actual minus predicted. And when I subtract, I get negative 0.5723 as my residual. All right, we're going to try this again. Same setup, this time for 16 wins. Okay, so I'm going to take 16. I'm going to plug it into the equation. I'm going to get the predicted y value. I'm going to subtract that from the actual y value and get my residual. So pause and try and see if you can do this on your own. All right, hopefully you did that. So y hat equals 6.4899 minus 0.1916x. For x, I'm plugging in 16. When I multiply 0.1916 times 16, I get 3.0656. Bring everything down, subtract, and I get 3.4243. Well, my actual earned run average for 16 wins was 3.74, minus the predicted earned run average for 16 wins that I just calculated is 3.4243. When I subtract, I get 0.3157 as my residual. So that's how far off my prediction was from what I actually got. Okay, this time my prediction was a little bit lower than what I actually had, and in the 11 wins example, my prediction was a little higher than what I actually had. All right, so positive residuals mean that what was observed was more than what was predicted. Negative residuals means that what was observed was less than what was predicted. All right, so if my dot is above my line of best fit, that has a positive residual. And if my dot is below my line of best fit, that has a negative residual. All right, go Seahawks.